Explosive revelations are expected when the former head of Government Communications and Information Systems, Themba Maseko, appears before the Commission of Inquiry into State Capture today.
However, Mento will wrap up her testimony before Maseko. The commission is sitting in Parktown, Johannesburg, has been hearing allegations that outsiders, mainly the Gupta family, influenced former President Jacob Zuma in the appointment of ministers. Now, SABC new senior political reporter Mzwandile Mbeje joins us now live from Parktown. Mzwai, a very good morning to you. Yesterday we heard security issues from a very emotional Fakey Mento towards the end of her testimony. Issues that, well, she believes that her hotel room may have been tampered with.
Indeed, Blaine, and of course the Deputy Chief Justice took that matter very, very seriously because he said he doesn't want any of the witnesses to feel threatened, because this is an important commission where everyone really must feel comfortable. And then the commission then decided there and then, Blaine, that they will make arrangements in that very day, because it was at the end of the day. The commission said she needed to be provided with the security that she deserves. Let's just take a listen, Blaine, when she concluded the testimony and what the Deputy Chief Justice also had to say.
I don't know if they fixed it. I don't know when they fixed it. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I'm going home to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just needed to... I do this not disrespecting my legal team. I informed them about this at lunchtime, but I'm worried to go back to a hotel room that I don't know has it been fiddled with or not.
Yes. No, Ms. Mento, thank you very much for bringing this to my attention. It is something quite serious. Your evidence, implicates various people, and they might have nothing to do with anything. For all we know, they might want to come here and refute your evidence and deal with it.
Obviously very concerned about her safety, Mzwai. In terms of protection, what did the judge decide?
The judge basically said, instructed the head of the legal team of the commission, Advocate Paul Pretorius, to say he needed to do arrangements, and then they needed to see whether where she is staying currently is secure enough or she needed to be moved. And then went on to say he wanted to be informed last night, so he is sure what would have been done to protect Ms. Mento. Remember, Ms. Mento will be concluding her testimony this morning. The legal team requested something like 40 minutes to conclude some outstanding issues, but we hope that perhaps by 11 or 11:15, so her evidence would be concluded. So it's an issue really that was really taken seriously, and we hope this morning, if there is to be a report back, probably the judge will then indicate to the commission that everyone is fine and everyone is safe.
Yeah, it was a bit of a long day for Fakey Mento yesterday. What were some of the main points, Mzwai, that came out from her testimony?
Basically, what she was talking about in the main yesterday was the meetings that she had with a number of people. Remember that before that, she had said she had been offered that ministerial post at the Gupta house, where she claims that the president was in the vicinity. And then after obviously declining that offer, she says she then approached the ANC in the form of the Secretary General, Gwede and Jesse Duarte, who is the Deputy Secretary General of the ANC. And though that gets a bit of a discrepancy in that she claims all this happened in 2010, Blaine. And we know that in 2010, yes, Gwede Mantashe was the Secretary General of the ANC, but Jessie Duarte was not the Deputy Secretary then. So it's a bit of perhaps an inconsistency, which I think the lawyers will look at it and probably, so they would, when the time for cross-examination comes, probably they would like to point out. And of course, she also spoke about the statement. Remember, after she had spoken about a number of allegations, she said she then went to lay a charge at a police station in Cape Town. But no one really was taking that matter quite seriously, because she claims that in that statement she had mentioned the name of the former president. And then she even goes as far as saying one of the investigators actually came to her to say, well, perhaps her matter could be speeded up if she were to remove the name of the former president. So basically those are some of the issues really that she raised yesterday. But what also transpired, perhaps before the evidence of Ms. Mento, was that the judge indicated that he will be taking the applications for those who would want to cross-examine. So he didn't make any decision yesterday, so we expect that that decision will be made on Friday. Remember, there are a number of people who have been implicated, and they would want to really have their side of the story heard. So the judge will then be able to give direction come Friday, Blaine.
Yeah, I'm sure those that have been implicated are eager to cross-examine Feki Mentor. In terms of the next witness, the erstwhile GCIS head, Themba Maseko, what can we expect?
The former chief of the GCIS, Themba Maseko, is probably one person, Blaine, who has directly linked the former president in terms of the instructions to help the Guptas. In his statement to the public protector and perhaps to the public, he said one day he got a call from the president then, basically the president saying, you must please help the Gupta brothers. So probably that had to do with the advertising towards the issues around the new age and stuff like that. So we will then listen carefully in terms of what more details Themba Maseko will really be able to divulge besides that which we know that he says he got the call directly from the president. So he will be in the witness stand, and the legal representatives will be able really to probe a number of issues. And after that, we will then get an indication from those who will be implicated if they would want to have their side also heard. Perhaps it's important also to add that the legal team of the commission is basically saying even those who want the privilege to cross-examine witnesses, they also must be subjected to cross-examination, because remember, they will be putting their side of the story. So their side of the story also, some people may also want to test the veracity of their side of the story. So we expect that the Deputy Chief Justice, who is the chairperson of this commission, will be able to rule on that on Friday. So we will then have a clearer picture insofar as to who else will be coming here, Blaine.
Okay, that was our SABC News senior political reporter, Mzwandile Mbeje. Thank you very much indeed for your time live for us in Parktown. Well, our question of the day is